46-yard line. Woodson trying to push him back, of course.
I think he's got it. He went over the top. You get that momentum going frontwards as hard as he was going. You have to hit him in midair. He got too far before they were able to get him. They can take it off from here and put it in the end zone.
Calgary leading Winnipeg 3-1. 9 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the first half. Clements, the hitch screen to Murphy. It's good to the 40. Allman brings him down near the 36, if that's very close to a first down. Brian Pillman.
Good job of blocking. Number 71, Joe Poplawski, and Sean Kehoe, number 39. They were the ones that made that play go.
And the yardsticks come out. And they'll check to see if the Bombers can keep this march going. Clements and Morrison looking it over. It's second down. They're short by about 6 inches. Out of the huddle they come. Murphy wide right, Tuttle to the left side. And off to Reeves. Over the right side. Running room. All the way to the 15-yard line.
That's not bad. The majority of the time, teams run straight ahead on yardage. This time they hand it off to Reeves to go wide. And when he goes wide, he picks up some good blocks. Let's watch him turn in. I think it's Pat Canton who leads him on his block. You see Nick Mustaya make his. They're down there. Chris Walby, number 63, makes a block. First thing you know, they're down inside the 15-yard line.
Joe Poplawski is an injured Blue Bomber player down on the field, being attended to at the moment. Willard Reeves, you see his stats. The Bombers have it. First and 10 at the 14-yard line of the Stampeders. As Clements will try to drive them in from here. Throwing into the end zone. Nope. Short for Murphy. And they wave it off. Incomplete at the 1-yard line. Poplawski getting a call now from Cal Murphy as he comes in off the Bomber bench. It'll be second down on the incompleted pass.
We told Poplawski to go in there and tell him to quit messing around and put it in the end zone.
Randy Faby coming to the sidelines as Murphy uses a messenger system with his slot back. On second and 10 at the 14. Clements looking, throws it up the middle to Reeves at the 10. Looking for room to the 5, fights to about the 4-yard line. Very close to a first down. Jenkins and Hopkins on the stop for Calgary. Let's see where they mark it.
Well, they give them just a straight zone defense down deep. Willard Reeves comes underneath the linebackers, and now it's just his speed and power. Richie Hall misses them. Over there to make the tackle with Woodson. But looks to me like it's third and about a half a yard. So it's a key play right here.
The ball at the 5-yard line. And they're going for it. No hesitation. Winnipeg crowd behind Clements. Reeves again, driving over the left side. Close to the first down. The hold the Blue Bombers. They'll take over at the 4-yard line. The Stampeders lead 3-1.
You're going to build a winner.
On the turnover at the 4-yard line, Calgary going to work now as Toner is in motion right. Handed off to Gary Allen, sweeping the right. Gets to the 10 or 11. Patterson on the stop. He's got a gain of about 6-7 yards. As they move the Blue Bomber defense out on the left side. And they move it a little bit out of the shadow of the goalpost to the 11-yard line. Alexander wide to the right, along with Tolbert. Petros is in there now at the fullback position to block for Allen. Allen is up near the 15. I think he spun forward enough to get the first down before Jefferson put the tackle on him.
Well, he did it.
They're down. They're at their own 15-yard line. Is it a gamble? We'll see. Johnson keeps, dives forward, penalty marker down. Could be Sturdivant on the left side, may have jumped in early for Winnipeg to make it an automatic first down. On the offside. So Calgary gets it, first and 10 at its 19-yard line. Pass is good. Alexander, did he hang on to it? David Shaw may have pulled that football out of his hands. Alexander really didn't have any control on it as he put her on the field to do the booting for Calgary. 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the half. Darrell Sampson, the only Bomber receiver back here for this kick. Harper back around the 5-yard line. They're going to go to try to block it, but Harper has lots of time to get it away. Sampson at his 36 to his left. And up in the vicinity of the 47, 48-yard line. And that's where the Bombers will take over there with their offense on the field. 3-1 Calgary when we come back to Winnipeg Stadium. Complete to Murphy, a big field, and he is really toppled at the 54. Mel Jenkins coming in with a great tackle on Murphy to hold him short of a first down.
Well, they haven't blitzed very often, but watch Woodson is going to take the gap between the guard and tackle. He's going to come through clean, but the problem is Tom Clements sees it coming. Now he gets out of there and he's able to get rid of the football, running away from the line of scrimmage, and then Murphy makes the rest happen. He catches it and forces Jenkins to bring him down.
Jenkins is injured over there, Ron. James Murphy with 3 catches tonight for 27 to pad his fine average. He has caught 31 for 450 going into this ballgame. Position. The Bombers on 2nd and 1. Reeves grabbed by Morrison, fights to about the 49-yard line. He has the first down. Reeves with that good acceleration, but Morrison got a hold of his shoulders and brought him down. It's to go in the first half of the ball game. Winnipeg on the attack. Clements looking. He's got Faby open, and he's out of bounds. Richie Hall in on the stop, getting Faby very quickly. Putting him out of bounds near the 41-yard line of the Calgary Stampeders. Stampeders with a 2-point lead as we near the end of the first half here at Winnipeg Stadium. Satisfy the defense that has been doing its job here tonight. Clements has his team up over the ball. Murphy wide right and Tuttle to the left, but the handoff is to Reeves up the middle, looking for running to about the 35. Should have the first down before James Walker put the tackle on.
Just a good job of running, good execution by the offensive line. On that time, Richard Nemeth pulls and he leads Willard Reeves in there. But they got a lot of time and they're on 35. There's no reason for them to hurry, and Tom Clements can use the clock. He knows what he's doing.
Out of the huddle they come. Tuttle to wide to the left. Faby and Poplawski are the slot backs. Kehoe and Reeves, and it's Reeves over the right side, breaks the first tackle, but not the second. Penalty marker down. Brian Pillman made the stop near the 32-yard line. Nick Bastaya signaling that Calgary may have been offside. Willard Reeves carrying the mail for the Bombers. And referee Ken Lazarek marks off the penalty against Calgary. First down over again. With the ball at the 30-yard line, 1st and 5 now after the offside. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to halftime. Looking down the middle, Clements throws, almost intercepted. Woodson had it in his hand. Oh my. Intended for Perry Tuttle, the wide receiver. And a near interception.
Well, all they do is send Faby out in the flat and bring Tuttle on a slant, but you're going to see number 96, Woodson, is in perfect position for, that's exactly where he's got to get to take that away. Very a little disappointed in himself. He could have snuffed out that drive in a hurry.
2nd down, still 5, Winnipeg. Clements gets it incomplete. Tuttle near the 20, 20, juggled it, couldn't squeeze it. That would have been a first down, Winnipeg.
Well,
now it's third down.
You've got to catch those kind. There's just nothing you can do about it. Watch, the linebackers will blitz. Now, when they blitz, there'll be nothing underneath. And watch him throw the ball just as well as you can throw it. He'll bring Tuttle right back into the hole. You'll see no linebackers when the ball's in the air. You have to catch that one. There's no way you can drop that football. It hits you right in the numbers.
Yep. Joe Poplawski is out there to try what could be a field goal.
Well,
now, Poplawski, in his younger days, was a pretty good soccer player.
We've been watching Trevor Kennard, and we said he got that back injured on the opening kickoff, and he immediately went and put the ice bag on it. He's had that jacket on the whole half. He might be finished for the day.
Poplawski is their backup placement kicker. Bob Cameron, I think, also can do some. Well, let's see what Joe Pop can do now. It's been a long time since he put a toe to the football.
I was just thinking that. I don't think I have ever seen him kick a football. I know he was a soccer player, but I've never seen it.
He was the author of a very famous kickoff that the Bombers recovered late in the ball game in Ottawa.
In Ottawa, right.
In his early years. Cameron will pin this ball at the 37-yard line. And Poplawski is going to try put it through there. Crowd giving him all kinds of encouragement. It'll come from the 38. It's far enough.
Nothing to it.
Joe Poplawski, a 38-yard field goal. Look at Joe, how he feels about it all.
Nothing to it, just step through it. He's going to tell him, I only want the long ones. He said, that was too easy.
He's thinking to himself, I've got a longer career in the offing now. Maybe I could do something else. But obviously, Trevor Kennard must have suffered an injury early when he was piled on after Ron Lancaster told you in the very first play of the ball game on the kickoff, the Bombers attempted to recover it. He did. Kennard was the man who sprawled on the ball with a lot of bodies on top of him, and he could have injured his hip. But Joe Poplawski comes through to get a 38-yard field goal and gives the Bombers a 4-3 lead in the game. Is Poplawski going to kick off? Yes, that's the question. Nope, Joe's on the sidelines.
The report we get is Kennard may not return and probably won't return the rest of the evening from that opening kickoff pileup.
Looks like Randy Faby is going to do the actual kickoff here for the Bombers. So a real juggling process.
You see all the talent of these guys. Got a lot of talent on that football club.
Versatile, I guess. Faby is going to kick it with his left foot, high and over in. Take it on the 23-yard line. Bringing it back as Hopkins. He gets to about the 33. Vernon Paul downfield to make the tackle for the Bombers, who now have picked up a 1-point lead on the field goal. Well, you can appreciate a lot of things in a football game. And, of course, a very popular figure over the years here in Winnipeg has been Joe Poplawski. And when he came through with that one, the crowd really reacted.
Oh, yeah, you know, they always like to see something a little different, and Poplawski kicked it through with no problem.
And fake play action, pass down the middle, too high, intended for Toner. And Haley right with him on the coverage. Johnson throwing high and wide. And it'll come back
down. He's going to hit that one.
Second and 10. He's got it. The ball is loose. Bombers have recovered it. But they may call that one an incomplete pass. Ty Jones put the hit on. The Bombers recovered it. Sturdivant, the man there who recovered, but they're calling it an incomplete pass. Ronnie?
Well, here we come. James West, Tyrone Jones. West will take the inside. He gets blocked, but watch the hit coming from the outside by number 35, Ty Jones. You see him pick up James West. Down he goes, but number 35 hits him. The referee ruled the hand was in motion, therefore it's incomplete. And the Bombers with a 1:55 on the clock This is a great time to use your hurry-up 2-minute offense. They got some time to score.
Sampson and Jefferson back near the 25-yard line. Harper just gets it underway. Going over to the far side. Taken back by Sampson near the 33-yard line. Spolatini downfield to make the tackle, and the Blue Bomber offense with 1:45 will try to do something here in the late stages of this second quarter. Clement still at the controls for Winnipeg. You see his stats on the ball game. Back to throw. Looks down the middle. Fires Tuttle. Spun around. Still going. Oh, and he is Pillman coming back with the hit on him, along with Jenkins at the 50 of Winnipeg. First down.
The best thing that happened to Tuttle is when he went down, because Pillman may have hit him. He may have really hammered him. Now they're in their hurry-up offense.
Minute 36 to go. No huddle. First down at the 50. Hand off to Reeves. Up the middle. Crosses midfield. Dives to the 52. Woodson tripping him up. About an 8-yard. Clements calling his automatic or audible at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Finding nobody open, he fires it intended for Joe Poplawski, but overthrown down near the 25-yard line. I think he was looking for a short receiver on that one, Ron.
Yeah, it had to be a pattern to one of his wide outs, and Tuttle and Murphy didn't stop. I think he wanted him to get that first down and stop, and he did, and Cal Murphy turned around and kicked the ground. He wasn't too happy about it.
Not at all, as the punting unit comes out there for Winnipeg. Kopp and Rome will go back near their own 15-yard line. And Bob Cameron is at the Winnipeg 43 with 1:16 to go in the first half. Wobbly punt. Kopp takes at the 16, spun around and thrown back to the 15. Vernon Paul leading the Bomber tackling brigade. Scott Flagel, the first man there. It'll be first down. And with 1:08 to go, Calgary has some time here. Cameron and Kopp actually lost 1 yard on the return. Johnson will turn, rolling left. Throws deep downfield for Tolbert. He grabs it near the 50-yard line of the Bombers.
Well, sure, he'll be careful. He'll just come out and throw it 50 yards downfield. There was nothing to that. Tolbert got behind him, and he laid it in there. Good catch by Tolbert.
Right between two Winnipeg defenders. Super pickup on the play, 45 yards. Moves it to the Winnipeg 50-yard line, and still 1 minute to go. Fine pass, a great catch over there by Tolbert. Johnson again. Throws to Allen at the 50. 45 to the 44 of the Bombers. He gets about 6 yards. 2nd and 5 at the 44. Johnson looks to the right. Throws off the mark at the Winnipeg 35-yard line. Intended for Tag Rome. And couldn't connect up with the little wide receiver. Rome is a 3-year pro from Northeast Louisiana. He had 12 receptions for 204 yards going into the ball game. Scott Flagel looks to the sideline to see what kind of instruction he's going to get here from the Bomber coaching staff, as J.T. Hay is there to attempt a field goal. It will come from about the 51-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt. The signal I saw is get it out of there with 46 seconds left. Don't give him anything.
If he misses it, Bombers have jumped the gun. Whistling down.
I want to watch this call. It's an interesting call. See if they call the Bombers offside. If they do, I think it's a bad call. Calgary moved. You betcha they did.
Yep. Procedure against Calgary, and that will move it back 5 yards. And will mean that the field goal try, if they're going to make one, will come from about the 56 yards out rather than 51.
Legal procedure, Calgary. 3rd down repeated. Why can't we go?
Holy is questioning that with Lazarek. So is Vespasiani.
Poli, it wasn't Poli. It was the guys on the end of the line in the backfield. They don't have to be set, and just before the snap, Greg Figure moved real quick, and that's what threw him offside.
Well, Coach Vespasiani is not going to go for a field goal from 56 yards out. He's got his rookie punter from Washington State, Glenn Harper, out there. Harper goes back to about his 46-yard line. Jefferson deep along with Sampson. It's a good high spiral into the end zone. Sampson will try to get it out of there. He does. All the way to the 13-yard line, and still 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Yeah, we're going to get a flag on the field, too. I don't know which one it's going to be, but it's going to be an illegal block. Let's see if it's not number 24. I think it was Ken Haley. That's a good return, though, by Sampson.
Yeah.
He got it out from about 3 yards deep, got it out about 18 yards, but this is going to cost him half the distance. We'll see what the referee has to say.
Looked like they might have been able to pin him in there, but he came out.
Legal block, number 33, Winnipeg. First out.
Oh, Pat Cantner did it.
Yeah. Blocking below the waist, maybe.
Yeah, the top left of the frame is where Cantner is, but
well,
really
Sampson
tell.
was also in there, of course, for Jefferson. All right, the Bombers take over with 35 seconds to go. Will Reeves driving up the middle, crosses the 15, and he's up near the 20. Richie Hall coming in on the stop. Quarter. And it's a first down, Winnipeg, as they move the yardsticks and have the ball at their own 16-yard line. He's got Murphy out to the right and Tuttle to the left. Pitches it back to Reeves. Reeves drives forward over the 20. Pillman in on the stop for Calgary. 85 of that 100-yard target that he looks for each game. And the Bomber veteran, of course, has been something of a workhorse here for them in the first half tonight. There certainly hasn't been a great deal to write home about by way of offense for either team. And as we mentioned earlier, Joe Poplawski moving in and kicking that 38-yard field goal had to be the special feature of this first half at Winnipeg Stadium. Reeves, the only setback. He takes a delayed handoff, looks for running room over left tackle, and crosses the 25-yard line. And still 8 seconds to go.
I don't think they'll kick the football.
No, one more play. Of course, the Bombers can run out the clock here on this final play. They're going to measure for the position of the yardsticks to see if the Bombers have a first down here in the dying seconds of the second quarter here at Winnipeg Stadium. And they've got the first down. Play of the first half, barring a penalty, as Tommy Clements will go back to throw. Or no, he'll run forward and he sprawls to the 32-yard line. As the gun goes to end the first half of this football game, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers have a 1-point lead, 4-3 over the Calgary Stampeders at halftime. We go now to Don Martin at CFL Control. Margin in their favor, but in passing it really hasn't been an exceptionally good game for either football club. At this point, a margin, of course, that favors the Winnipeg Blue Bombers because Joe Poplawski was pressed into the breach, and he went out there with Trevor Kennard injured on the very first play of the football game. When he actually recovered his opening kickoff, Poplawski was brought on in the late stages of the second quarter, and he came through with a 38-yard field goal that gave the Bombers the 1-point margin that they enjoy. J.T. Hay actually kicked a 21-yard field goal for Calgary to make it close, and Bob Cameron had a 52-yard single. We'll be back, and we hope with more exciting highlights in the second half of this one up in the second half. The sputtering Blue Bomber attack, it's got to go somewhere. But look at here, Randy Faby practicing over in the training ground.
You know, I've been in football a long time, but the first time I've ever seen one player like Randy Faby is out on the Bomber practice field while the rest of the team's in the locker room being talked to by the coach. He's practicing kickoffs. I've never seen that before.
Well, I don't think he actually had prepared for that kind of a situation. And certainly, I guess the Bombers were not prepared for a situation that would see them, of course, with Trevor Kennard on the sideline. But Kennard is on the sidelines, injured on the very first play of the ball game when he recovered his own kickoff. And, of course, since then, the Bombers have been trying to get their offense in gear, trying to get into the end zone. They came down to the 4-yard line in the second quarter at one point, but a super Calgary defensive move denied them a chance to go in for the score. And so they're nursing this 1-point lead, 4-3, and certainly a far cry from the two previous games that we recall these teams having played in the last 2 years here at Winnipeg Stadium, when the Calgary Stampeders were simply blown out, as the Bombers beat them 46-8 in 1984 here, and then 43-6 in the game played here between the clubs last year. The Bombers, of course, have been nearly invincible here at Winnipeg Stadium over the last recent years. They had a 16 straight regular season winning streak going until Edmonton cut it off at one point last year. The second half is underway as Jefferson muffed the football down around the 15-yard line. It went out of bounds. I don't know whether he fielded it. It looks like he did. They're going to mark it right there. Jefferson had his hands on the football before it went out of bounds. If it had gone out without touching the Bomber returner, of course, they'd have had to kick it over again. So that could be called a miscue to start the second half of the ball game, as Tom Clements will go out there and try to get something going for the Blue Bombers with a 4-3 lead. The Bombers moving from the south end of Winnipeg Stadium in this third quarter. And very little wind now a factor. Here is Will Reeves carrying the ball again. Breaks over the right side, crosses the 25-yard line. And he's got a first down. It was Peterson who come in there from the safety position to stop him, trip him up. But he moves the yardsticks on the very first play.
Just a quick toss and then allow him to run. And what he does, the thing that I like is he carried the ball 13 times in the first half, or 14, whatever that was. The running backs love to carry the ball. The longer they carry it, the better they get.
Penalty marker goes down immediately as Clemens completes the pass to Tuttle. He's up around the 41-yard line, but this could be nullified. Might be a procedure penalty against the Blue Bombers. Offside. It'll nullify the play. Past Tuttle. Tuttle comes wide left again, and James Murphy is out to the right side. Reeves has lots of room, but it closes quickly as he drives up the middle. Woodson moving in from the rover linebacker position to stop him. In check thus far.
Woodson is, 224 pounds. He roams. He's got great speed in there. He'll be in on most of the plays.
Clements fires down the middle. He completes it to Murphy. Hopkins brings him down at the 45-yard line. The Bombers move the yardsticks. A good play to Murphy.
That's the best play they've had tonight, is when they clear Poplawski and the other inside receiver, whether it's Fabian or Erdman, clear it out and then allow Tuttle and Murphy to come to the inside. And again, that's what they do. This time Murphy makes the catch. That's been their best passing play so far.
A 20-yard pickup for James Murphy to the 45. Running play again, a counter to the right side. Reeves tripped up as he broke across the 47-yard line. We're going to go down east to CFL control to get our deep upfield to receive as the Winnipeg punter tries to put this one down deep, and he gets a high spiral to Kopp on the 14. Forward to about the 17, 18. Vernon Paul gets him near the 20-yard line. With 11 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the third quarter of the ball game, the Blue Bombers still have that 1-point lead here at Winnipeg Stadium. In that championship game and championship year for the Dinosaurs. All right, we're back to the live action, and up the middle is Petrus, who drives forward. There's a penalty marker down. Tim Petrus moving forward and came very close to a first down. Petrus, of course, we're talking about Dinosaur grads. He was the most valuable player in the 1983 Vanier Cup game. Penalty marker down and an injured ball player as well. As Johnson comes up over the football. And these offenses are going to have to get something going here soon. Harry Allen driving over the left side. Short yardage. Abubakar in on the stop for Winnipeg. to zero in on him in any way, shape, or form. So back deep is Sampson all by himself with his punt, and it's a wobbly one by Harper. Comes down on the 50. Sampson